Hello students, let us continue exercise 1.2 question number 6. A machine on an average manufactures 2825 screws a day. How many screws did it produce in the month of January 2006? In this question we have a machine which produces 2825 screws in one day. And we are asked that how many screws did it produce in the month of January 2006. Let us see the solution. Number of screws manufactured in a day is equal to 2825, and we know that the month of January has 31 days. Therefore, the number of screws manufactured in the month of January is equal to 2825 into 31. Over here, for one day, that means number of screws manufactured in one day is given, which is equal to 2825, and we are asked for 31 days, that how many screws can be manufactured in 31 days. So always remember, when one quantity is given and many quantities are asked, we are given one quantity and many quantities are asked, then always we have to multiply. So over here we will be multiplying 2825 into 31. You can consider an example to understand this better. If you want to buy 5 pens and 1 pen cost rupees 10. So how much will be the cost of 5 pens? We will have to pay 50 rupees. How did we find out that the cost will be 50 rupees? We multiplied the cost of the price of 1 pen into 5, that is 5 into 10, which is equal to 50. Similarly, for 31 days we will multiply 2825 by 31. So on multiplying we have 2825 into 31. So the first number is 1. All the numbers will be as it is. On multiplying by 1 we get the same number, and next we have 3. 3 5s are 15. Next this is 7. This will be 24, and this is 8. So on adding these two we have 5, this is 7, 5, this is 7, and this is 8. So which is equal to 87575. That means 87,575. Therefore, the number of screws produced in the month of January 2006 is 87,575 screws. You don't have to show this multiplication in the answer, just do it in the rough work. Question number 7. A merchant had rupees 78,592 with her. She placed an order for purchasing 40 radio sets at rupees 1,200 each. How much money will remain with her after the purchase? Now in this question, at the beginning the merchant has rupees 78,592 with her. Then she placed an order for 40 radio sets, and the cost of one radio set is 1,200. So for the cost of 40 radio set, we will multiply 40 with 1,200. Then we will find the cost of 40 radio sets. Now the question is, how much money will remain with her after the purchase? So after the purchase, how much money will remain will be equal to the money she had initially with her minus the cost of 40 radio sets. Let us consider an example. You had 100 rupees with you and you spent 65 rupees. So how much rupees will be left in your hand? So for that you will subtract 100 with 65, and then you will find out that 35 rupees is left. So similarly, initially she had 78,592 and she spent an amount in purchasing 40 radio sets. So first we will calculate the cost of 40 radio sets, and then we will calculate the money left with her by subtracting the cost of 40 radio sets from 78,592. So let us see the solution. The cost of each radio set is equal to rupees 1200. This is given in the question. And the number of radio sets she placed in order for purchasing is equal to 40. So 40 radio sets she placed an order for purchasing. So the cost of 40 radio sets will be equal to 1200 into 40. Just like question number 6, for finding the cost of many, we will multiply the cost of one with the number of radio sets we are going to purchase. So here we have 48,000 rupees as a cost of 40 radio sets. So total money the merchant had with her is rupees 78,592. So as I told you, money left with the merchant will be equal to 78,592 minus 48,000. That means the total money she had with her and the money she spent. So here on subtracting we will get rupees 30,592. So over here we have to write the concluding statement that the money left with the merchant after purchasing radio sets is 30,592, is rupees 30,592. Question number 8. A student multiplied 7,236 by 65 instead of multiplying by 56. By how much was his answer greater than the correct answer? Hint: do you need to do both the multiplications? Now in this question, a student multiplied 7,236 by 65 instead of multiplying it by 56. Now actually he had to multiply by the number 56. So we are asked that by how much was his answer greater than the correct answer. The correct answer is when we multiply 7,236 by 56. But since he had multiplied it by 65, the answer which he got will be greater. So we need to find that by how much was the answer greater. So for that we will be subtracting the smaller number from the bigger number. And here in the hint we are asked that do you need to do both the multiplication to find out? Let us see the solution. We need to find the difference between the two products to know by how much was his answer greater than the correct answer. Now as I explained it to you, we need to find the difference. That means we have to subtract the smaller number from the greater number. Obviously when we multiply 7,236 by 65, we will get a greater number in comparison with when we multiply this number with 56. So we will be subtracting the smaller number from the greater number to know that by how much was the answer greater than the correct answer. So here we were asked that do we have to multiply twice? That means do we have to multiply this number by 65 and then by 56 and then we have to subtract? We can take 7,236 common. That means it is there in both the brackets. 7,236 जो है वो दोनों में है, तो दोनों में से हम कॉमन निकाल सकते हैं. तो कॉमन निकालेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? 65 माइनस 56 रिमेन करेगा. मल्टीप्लिकेशन का साइन एज इट इज़. ये जो है इतना पार्ट हमने कॉमन निकाल लिया, तो अंदर ब्रैकेट में क्या बचा? 65 माइनस 56. सो ओवर हियर 65 माइनस 56 इज इक्वल टू 9. दैट मीन्स 7,236 multiply by 9. So if we calculate this, we can find the difference between the two products. That means we don't have to do the multiplication twice. If we multiply this one time, then we can find out the difference between the two products. That means we can know that by how much was his answer greater than the correct answer. So on multiplying, we get 9 6 are 54, 5 goes in the carry, 9 6 are 27, 27 plus 5 we have 32, 9 2s are 18 plus 3 we have 21, 9 7s are 63 plus 2 we have 65. So difference between the products is 65,124. Therefore, the student's answer was greater by 65,124 than the correct answer.